Success. System test OK.
Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the Flight Show. So, the moment you've been waiting for. My kicking the tires, let's check it out review of Prepared version 5. Now, I know you might have thought I'd get this out sooner. Downloaded it yesterday. I have spent all evening and then part of today just trying to get it to work, because I was getting stutters out the wazoo. I mean, like, I would never record anything with the stutters that I had. It was just ridiculous. And I was trying and tweaking, trying to get things working, and then finally figured out what I needed to do. I needed to set some frame rates and refresh rates, but then restart the computer so everything would take. And now, I have to admit, it's stunning. Now, you will notice that I am not using a standard default aircraft. A2A had basically said that if you copy their aircraft and files over to Prepar3D, everything should work fine. And with an update for the GTN 750 GPS, everything's beautiful. And so now I haven't even tried out locations. Oh, by the way, one of the other things that I spent all day doing was sending over airports and scenery that was updated to work with Prepar3D. So I have Orbx Global working, all the airports and regions that I had downloaded. It was just a monumental task. But then all of my Latin VFR airports, not all of them, but most of them, did have updates for Prepar3D. So let's go ahead and get in the air. So first thing we'll do here, flaps, and let's go. Now, the first thing that's noticeable, the frame rates. This really does fly smooth, and you'll see in just a moment. And the visuals are impressive. They are very impressive. All right, we're off the ground. Check out that water reflection. There's so much to see here. I haven't even seen everything. We're basically going to be seeing things together. I just checked out a few things, and I was just in awe. And said, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and record while I explore. Now, this airport that you're looking at right now, I came across it by accident. I typed in, I was going to KSFO, or San Francisco International, because I wanted to see what it was like in the Southern California scenery of Orbx. And lo and behold, I accidentally typed in KSFF, and it took me here. And I thought, this is kind of a nice little region, so it was curious, so I just went out and took off. And oh my gosh, this really has an opportunity to show off the scenery and the graphics of Prepar3D. Now, flaps up. Now, I haven't loaded my Terrafauna trees because I haven't seen anything that said that they would work. So these are the default trees, but this is Orbx Global Scenery, which really adds some definitely better appearance to the scenery. But I want you to look at that autogen. Look at that. Oh, by the way, I am using Orbx autogen, buildings, so they have higher textures. But just look at that countryside and the PBR. I mean, this has an air of an appearance of X-Plane in terms of that kind of PBR material background. And then the clouds, I think they're calling it true sky. Look at that. Just absolutely amazing. And so I was just flying and I was looking through this valley, and I was just truly stunned with how nice everything looked. Okay, let's trim up the aircraft so we can get at a constant altitude. There we go. So we can also look around. And I have the graphics not cranked all the way up, but it's pretty out there. And I was a little nervous because I was like, well, I don't want to get so used to these frame rates, and then when they finally release the commercial aircraft, it bogs everything down. But I think I don't even have my frame rate showing. I just kind of wanted to say, well, what does it look like? Now, I think I need to do a little bit more in terms of the tweaking. But for now, once I get just everything dialed in properly, I'll be excited, even more excited. So the question is, was it worth the $200? Not at first. Not at first. Because I was pissed off about these stutters. I'm like, am I the only person in the world with a computer setup that's so bad that I'm the one that's getting the stutters and everybody else is just having a ball? But I did find some people who started a forum chat and said they were getting the stutters too. And someone had mentioned about the sync rate, refresh rate, and the syncing, and how it helped everything. And I was like, okay. The one step that I didn't do was reboot the computer once I set everything. And it was great. It was absolutely stunning. So now that you just see at a glance the water, you caught a little bit of the water, it's time to go around the country and just check out the scenery. So let's go over the middle of Illinois. I tried that just to see what was up. Okay, check that out. The lighting effects, the water rendering, the vegetation. This here in a brief moment just made me go, oh my gosh, is that what this has to offer? Now, I know you have seen the visuals of, and it's unavoidable to make comparisons of Microsoft's Flight Simulator 2020. It's not that. I will say that right off. Oh wow, I see windmills down there. Do you not see those windmills? And I think they're actually spinning. And oops, don't mind that. That's my FS control. It'll help pop us places to do some approaches. Yeah, it's one of those programs that just takes over the screen and superimposes. You can't even go around it. But my point is, this is supposed to be the precursor to bring some really big technology in the future. So, you know, patience, I guess, is the thing to say. But I do have to. Oh, I see. It took over the weather. So, and it has current weather right now. So that I'm assuming that this is the weather that's going on in Illinois right now. But that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some weather patterns. Now that I have my FS control, because I can do it in real time. Check that out. I mean, wow. Okay, it's a little windy because this is building storms. Like, woo. Check out the cloud structures here. Now, Active Sky is working on an update, particularly for to take advantage of this new cloud system and weathering system. They're not done, but they say they're working on it. It should be soon. All right, let's look at clear skies. Nice haze effect. Cold fronts. Woo. Fair weather. Oh, we're about to go through this cloud. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. No more of just the generic cloud that came with Prepared and Flight Simulator that was kind of like, This is next level. This is next level. Just an appearance. All right, let's try fogged in. Grainy and rainy. Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Well, we are at 5,000 feet. Let's just see if we can go a little bit below the cloud line. And when we get to it, see what it looks like. Now, oh, wow. I need to pull up. Ooh. Oh, my gosh. Look at that volumetric cloud. Fog, rather. Oh, you are going to be loving some some IFR approaches when these commercial aircraft hit, or in general aircraft. I mean, maybe you want the challenge of doing some IFR flying in some less than ideal weather conditions. Uh-oh. What happened? Something's wrong. Let's see. Carburetor vent. Oh! Wait, fuel. Oh, that's what we need. We need to move to another fuel tank. Wait for it.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Get my tank. I know.
Terrain ahead.
I know. Hold on. Just get my tank. There we go. There we go. Ran out of fuel. Been flying this for a while. Oh my gosh, the rain. Now, the one thing that does need to be updated by A2A is the rain effects on the window, but they have a file for that in Prepared4, but I guess they haven't gotten it to 5. But check that out. Check that out. And you know what? I'm not even trying to be like fanboy. I'm literally impressed with this. So feel free to leave a comment. I'm sure all the X-Plane people will be tearing it apart, but I'm really impressed with initial findings. Okay, so let's go to heavy snows. I like. Now I don't have. Oh, what is it? Are they putting in the winter textures here? Oh, okay, that'll work. Oh, I got it. Man, Prepared is just... I gotta give them some credit. I mean, where Microsoft is kind of like letting you know how things are going, well, they needed to, because they needed to get a buzz back. All of the information that they're dripping out little by little is to get their fan base back, so I get it. But Prepared went completely the other direction. They didn't tell anybody nothing until like a week before the release. My gosh. But just looking at this, it looks so much better than the weather that has existed and prepared until now. Oh, wow. And by the way, I'm seeing this for the first time with you. I have taken so much time to get this thing working that I just felt like rather than play with it and come up with some scenarios, I'd do a raw, down and dirty, let's just check out some stuff together. And, you know, I'll do some more in-depth stuff later. But look at that. This looks wintry. Now, I'm a hopeless romantic. I get kind of into wintertime, and sometimes I want to fly because I'm just feeling, I want to feel that vibe of like approaching Christmas or something. And if I was looking at this, and maybe the Pentatonic singing Hallelujah playing in the background in my office, oh, I'd just be all holiday spirit. I really would. Because this, oh, wow, that is like a postcard. That is a photo. I just took a screenshot of that. Oh my gosh, that is just, wow. I am impressed. Now the winter textures are filling in. I mean, I know it's still filling in, but jeez. I'm like in my head being like, I'll be home for Christmas. I really do like it. I really like it. Now, am I saying, well, I like this more and I wouldn't move to Microsoft Microsoft 2020? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying for right now, I'm looking forward to making some flight videos in this system. We'll deal with Microsoft 2020 when it gets here. But I am really excited about this. I am looking forward to bringing you some videos. Let's get a shot. This is something else. Now, remember, I'm running FS Global. I don't have Vector on here. I have buildings. Land Class North America. What else? Well, for this region, those are the things that are rolling. So, let's do Winter Wonderland, since we have all the snow on the ground. I hope this is making you as excited as I am. Now, I remember there's another, I think his show is the Flight Sim Hangar, if that's correct. He referred to it as evolution, not a revolution. What they're doing with Microsoft, that's a revolution. But I could definitely kind of get down with that description of this being an evolution. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, just they're optimizing so that now the video card handles so much of the load, maybe more efficient rendering. This is really nice, and my frame rates are really good. I mean, I had to get rid of the micro stutters, but the overall frames. Now, what are they? I kind of don't want to know just yet. I just want to see, is it smooth and enjoyable? And the proof is in the pudding. You're looking at it. This is, I mean, like, wow. Okay. Let's look at, we had heavy snows, major thunderstorms. Plane handles it. Handles like you're in a major thunderstorm. Turbulence. And let's see. Stormy weather, have we done? No, we haven't. Oh. And last. No, I think I did that. This was the last one. Of the variety that I had stock. Now let's go to real weather. Because I know in Chicago it snowed. Like, they got, like, literally snow-covered grounds. But who's to say what it is in southern Illinois? Okay, so they're bringing in... So right now I have FS Control bringing in real-time weather. So I can use this in lieu of active sky in terms of getting me the weather I need. Alright, so now I've demonstrated the weather effects. Let's take a look. Now, by the way, I have loaded all of my scenery. I have loaded all of my scenery that is, how do I say, that is compatible with Prepar3D. So there's some regions that Orbx, you know, had working, like Honolulu, like Africa. Yes, I did buy Africa. So why don't we take a look? We'll go to Africa real fast. Okay, so wasn't able to go to Africa just yet. There's some errors with the scenery and it wasn't letting me like go over there. So now I have a surprise. Can you guess? No? Hawaii. Because check this out. There is a volcano. And if I remember, which one is this? Not Kilauea, is it? Yep, Kilauea. And active. Check it out. So let's see if we can change what it looks like in the nighttime. So I'm going to pause this real fast. And this guide of certain things that you can find in the flight sim world, because I think that they have a lot of the same thing over here. And let's see here. Let's go to time and season. We want to go here, go to the year, and we're going to go back. We're going to go back to 1983. There we go. And let's see what we get. So it's not lava spewing out of it, but we definitely do have the lava coming out of the crater and the edges. Way cool. I'm kind of... What? Ooh, did I open that? Close that back. So let's see. There we go. So it is active, but it's not spewing. So we could have gotten that just back up to our normal time. So here we are in the daytime. And if you recall, I also, from previous videos, I do have the Hawaii land class by Orbx. So, as you can see, nicely rendered escapes of the volcano sides. And the weather, once again, nice. Let's see where else we can go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ethiopia. Check out the difference in topography, the difference in rendering of this geographic region of Africa. It is absolutely stunning. If you are into VFR flying, I think that this is going to be a rare treat. And it looked this good on Prepared 4.5, I want you to know. But the rendering for the it'll be a different kind of, how do I say this, overall color difference, but the detail was just as good. It's just in the Prepared 5 world. Whew, this is nice. Let's take a look outside. Now, as I understand it, there's several regions that are photorealistic scenery, and if I didn't know better, I'd say this might be it, but I'm not an authority. I really haven't really looked at desert region with photorealism, but this is stunning, to say the least. So, what's my take? What's my take on, should you take the dive? Once you get it working, I do not feel you are going to be disappointed. But I know that if you're doing, professional, it's $200, especially right now, is a lot of money. So, I assure you, I will be bringing you content such that you can live vicariously through the channel. I cannot wait until they release the installers so that I can bring the P3D aircraft over to Prepar3D. I saw a website that shows you actually how to bring the current aircraft over, but PMDG says they will not support it if you do it. So you got questions, you're on your own. And I looked through the steps. I was halfway tempted to try it, but you know what? Maybe I'll be industrious, maybe try one of the aircraft. I don't know how long it's going to take PMDG to test it and beta, but I'll probably just wait for them. It's nice that I have some, steady level general aviation aircraft to keep me, busy with some VFR flying. I really am hoping that Alabeo and Coronado update their aircraft so that they can fly, because I can do some of their turboprop commercial liners. Also, I was using Ultimate Traffic Live. I need them to get their updates going so that I can have regular traffic and not the canned traffic. That's the one down thing. Every time the Prepared releases a new version, you got to wait for everything to update so you can use it. But thankfully, got some steady level aircraft, steady level, general aviation aircraft that I can use. Supposedly, you can use the Dash 8 by Majestic. I installed it, but I don't even see it in my folder, so I don't know. But there is like what I call low-tech old school that I was able to port over from. I had it in Prepar3D, but it actually is released before even that, and it works. So I guess I'll end this with you getting a chance to see that. Okay, here is our last stop of our showing out. I have just recently purchased Boulder City Municipal Airport. It was only $19. I thought, okay, it's worth the, showing out the abilities of Prepar3D. So we're just going to take off and get a look here. And I was actually able to load up my Coronado version of the Bonanza, which seems to work perfectly fine with 5 without an update. I don't recommend you do it. I was feeling curious and was just kind of experimenting so that you didn't have to. But yeah, I got it working, so I'm happy about that. And because I like flying with this plane. So let's go ahead and take a look around, shall we? So this is basically Orbx utilizing the power of, what do you call it? Prepar3D V5. Those mountains are phenomenal. I'll say that right off the bat. Now, I didn't purchase this before I had Prepar3D V5, so it may look just as good in, it would look different in Prepar3D 4, but I just simply say that from what I'm looking at, because this is me looking at it the first time, literally, I am exploring this for the first time with you, and my initial findings are this looks absolutely amazing. So I'm looping around to check out the airport. Oh wow, look, golf course on the mountainside. I see that. And here's Boulder City. Here's the airport we used to come from. It's not a large airport, it's a municipal airport. But the region that they have here is stunning. Right here at the Grand Canyon. I got it trimmed up pretty well. Look at that. That looks really nice. That looks really nice. Now what I need to do is below the screen, I need to see if I can pull up a map of Boulder so that I can, I need to see the region so that I can know where I need to fly. Okay, so right now, once Fly Tampa gets their thing updated, this will be a really nice VFR general aviation excursion to go on. Check out this grenade. Like, wow. I mean, if my dead reckoning is correct, that's Las Vegas over there. Then, there should be a nice spot. Although I'm looking for the entrance of the Black Canyon and Hoover Dam. If I'm where I think I am. This scenery is just phenomenal. That photorealism. Okay, so I will say this. Initially, if you're into VFR flying and general aviation, just these add-ons, I think, make this purchase worth it if you can afford it. You'll be fine. I mean, they have this for prepared for, so let me just start there. But I'm just simply saying that this is amazing. I'm not making comparisons. I'm not making judgments in terms of one or the other. I'm simply saying from what I'm looking at, I'm blown away. And there is the Grand Canyon. Oh, wow. No, this is the Black Canyon, actually. Grand Canyon is actually over my shoulder to the north east. Yeah, this is crazy. This is nice. So, this was just an opportunity for me to show you a little bit of what 5 has to offer and some of the things that are available in it. When I say things available in it, like I didn't really go into the stock aircraft, but you can see that I was able. Now, this is not the stock. This is not the stock Bonanza that is in Prepared. It is the paid version from Carenado. They're both made by Carenado. This is the paid one that you can buy from the Carenado side, which has the digital display here opposed to the gas gauges. And I kind of like it. And I'm curious to see if you could just copy and paste the other Bonanza into this folder. I might try just to see. I'm not recommending you do anything. I don't want you to get mad at me if it doesn't work. But it is something that I think I'm going to try. Okay, so I need to drop some altitude. So I'm going to give it full rudder and turn the opposite direction. As I find, glider pilots do that to drop altitude without gaining speed. So you do a hard right with the rudder and a hard left with the yoke, and it gives you some altitude drop. That's all that's here. So, okay, we're getting lined up. We're a little high on the approach, but I'm going to try to bleed off some speed here. We're a little fast from here. So let me get down, and then I'll bleed off the speed and get the gear down. Doing hard rudder with a hard yoke. Bleed off some speed. Almost there. Okay, I'm trying to gear. Yeah, that's dropping our speed good there. Flaps. And as you can see, the frame rates are really nice. To the right, left rather. There we go. Nice doing touchdown. Okay, well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this little session showing off some of the geographic regions of Prepared 5. Now, bear in mind, I do have a lot of my scenery installed. I have FS Global that, was a free upgrade. You just do it through the Orbx site, the app that they use. This is, like I said, the payware version for the payware 61B Boulder City Airport by Orbx. I didn't show you O'Hare. There's plenty to come. I just wanted to have a chance for you to see it a little bit up close and personal, because I know in these challenging times it's a bit of an investment, but I was willing to make that for the benefits of the show and those that watch it, so that you can make an informed decision. Even if you can't get right now. You can live vicariously through some of the flights, so feel free to send me some suggestions of what you would like to see, like a general aviation flight to X, Y, or Z, or once the commercial airlines are available, I'll start doing that. They supposedly you can copy over on your own prepared aircraft, but they are not supporting it. They are not recommending it. They won't tell you how. But there are people who have posted it. I am on the fence of whether I really want to do that. Also, check that out over there. People having a conversation as they wait for their otter to take off. Check it out. Movement and everything. I'm not even going the right direction. Okay, bring it around. I guess this is an otter parking place. Well, I'm putting it here. They're just gonna have to get pissed off. Okay, so let's just bring her around here. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you tuning in, and there is more to come. Exciting time. Coping mechanism for our COVID outbreak. Looking forward to getting some commercial aircraft and some more airports ported over. I have not really tried to bring over any airports that weren't designed to be over. There are people who are doing it. I just haven't, I just wanted to get this thing working and get this video made. So I wasn't trying to, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Judge it to my head, not my heart. But anyway, thank you for tuning in today.